Okay, guys, let's talk about exploring area when looking at rectangles. So we got some vocabulary here. Area, approximately, about, square unit. So today with area, we're going to be looking at different ways we can measure it. Now, area is the space inside of a shape. Okay, we can measure area, especially when looking at rectangles and squares, by counting the number of squares inside the shape. So when we look at these three and we're thinking, what is the area? All we have to do is count the number of squares. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way into every single square. We get 21 total squares. So the area is 21 square units. All right, and once again at the square, we count every single square inside of it, and they're all lined up. So the area of that square is 9 square units. The area of this rectangle is 15 square units. Okay, now if we look at both of those examples, it should remind you of measuring length with concrete models because we line them up end to end to end and there is no space in between and no overlapping. Same thing with measuring inside of shapes when looking for the area. We've got to keep them lined up and they all have to be the same size and we have to be completely aligned. Otherwise, it's inconsistent and unreliable. So if we look at both of these, we need to think which one is correct. One says 16 square units, one says 25 square units. They both have no space, they both have no overlapping, they both have a label of square units. However, shape 1 is correct because there is all squares measuring and lined up are the exact same size. Okay? So if you look at this, here's kind of a tricky one. Which area is correct? The one on the left, square 1, says it's 4 square units. Square 2 is 16 square units. But they're all the same size on square 1. They're all the same line, like they're lined up. There's no space, nothing, which means that one is correct. But look at square 2. They're all lined up, except for a little bit of mess up here, but I think that you get the idea. They're all lined up, they're all in line, they're all the same size. So actually, both of them are correct ways to measure the area. Okay, reason is why we have to label the units. Okay, as long as they're aligned and same size, we can get the area measured correctly. So they're both correct. So let's practice. So if we look at this one, we know we're just going to count them up. We're on grid paper here, so we just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 rows of 10. We add 10 up together twice, that is 20. So that is 20 square units. Oh, sorry, gave you the answer. Now look at this one. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can continue counting by fours. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So now we know this is 20 square units. Okay, and then this one, is it 20 square units? Is it 22 square units? Or is it 18 square units? I want you to pause, take a second and think. Are you correct? 18 square units. Okay, so good job, guys. Good luck on your station and watch the instructional video if you have any questions.